These are the 7 craziest conspiracy theories about the California fires. So far, over 10,000 structures have been destroyed. 27 people have lost their lives and 30 people still remain missing. Tens of thousands of people are still under evacuation orders, and we're being told that this is unprecedented because of things like hurricane force winds, low humidity, and relentless drought conditions. However, that does not stop people from questioning the insurance companies, the smart city plans, secret tunnels, and so much more. So please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel as we explore some of the possibilities. The first of 7 conspiracy theories was that this was done on purpose to build Smart LA 2028. People have been reading through the city's plans to make LA a highly digital connected city by 2028, and they're also going to be hosting the Olympics here. So here it says that they want to deploy entirely new next generation infrastructure to support emerging demands. Some people are actually calling this Maui 2.0. And in various interviews, we see Governor Gavin Newsom just unable to contain his excitement for all of his new plans.
We're dealing with a myriad of issues. I was just talking to Josh Green, the governor down in Hawaii, who had some ideas around some land use concerns he has around speculators coming in, buying up properties. And the like. So we're already working with our legal teams to move those things forward, and we'll be presenting those in a matter of days.
He is too excited. So if seeing Governor Newsom just dancing around all of these burnt down buildings wasn't crazy enough, I have another clip of this, okay? What I just find crazy is that it seems like Governor Newsom has spent more time planning what he was going to do for this new city than he spent protecting the one that he already has. So some people think that they're doing this because you can't build a city on top of another. Or maybe you can, but we're going to talk about that when we get to the tunnels. But first, here's Gavin just oh so excited.
With all of that, and all that opportunity and that pride and spirit that comes from not just hosting those 3 iconic games and venues, but also the opportunity, I think, to rebuild at the same time. And that's why we're already organizing a Marshall Plan. We already have a team of looking and reimagining LA 2.0, and we're making sure everyone's included, not just the folks on the coast, people here that were ravaged by this disaster.
Funny how the reservoirs didn't have water, but they're ready to hit the ground running, right? Still on point number 1, people are speculating if it has something to do with real estate, it probably has something to do with BlackRock, a company that manages over $10 trillion in assets, okay? Now let's move on to conspiracy theory number 2. And that is that they did this because they want to build a high-speed railway. Some people have been speculating, and obviously this is a conspiracy theory, that the path of the railway matches the path of the fires. When it comes to the railways, what I find most interesting is that in 2008, Governor said that it was going to cost $30 billion, and then in 2023, he says that it's going to cost $170 billion. I mean, if we know one thing about this governor is he sucks at money management. I wouldn't give him $1 and trust him to come back with a candy bar. The third conspiracy theory is that insurers knew these fires were going to be coming, and so they dropped their plans and coverage for many houses. Now, my understanding of this is people know that there is a very high risk of wildfire and destruction of property in California. So therefore, many insurers have already pulled out of the state of California or wanted to, or are minimizing coverage because it is not profitable in the state of California. And so therefore, many citizens and homeowners have been looking into the California FAIR Plan only to realize that it is way too expensive, and so then they go on without coverage. So here are some stats of this. State Farm's last year said it was discontinuing coverage for 72,000 houses and apartments. And since 2019, more than 100,000 Californians have lost their insurance, according to a San Francisco Chronicle analysis of insurance data. It also says that about 1 in 7 homeowners were reliant on the California FAIR Plan. So again, this California Fair Plan is significantly more than homeowners insurance in California. And so and they also have these types of rules, like they needed to cut down these trees to the roof line, which is also costly and takes time for a 55-year-old who decided to go bare. And so he didn't have homeowners insurance, nor he was a part of the California Fair Plan. And I suspect that this is a more common story than we would like to think. And Governor Newsom seems very excited about this. Now, the fourth of 7 conspiracy theories is that they had started these fires on purpose. So there are various videos out there of people getting arrested or people catching other people starting fires in California. And this is obviously horrendous behavior. You shall not replicate anything that you see here, because this is insanity. This is disgusting that people were actually lighting flames. Now, along with this, people are also blaming a utility company for igniting the fire. There are lawsuits apparently claiming that they failed to de-energize power lines during high winds despite a red flag warning.
Oh no!
Hey, we gotta go.
Oh my god. No!
Here is yet another example of some person running around, apparently literally starting fires. There have been multiple videos like this. Now, check out what Joe Rogan had to say on the topic.
One guy got caught setting fires, and he had a UN debit card.
What?
And he had a bunch. I'll send it to Jamie. The guy that got arrested. One guy.
A UN debit card comes from the United Nations and allows you to use it all around the world. And so while Bill Burr is making fun of conspiracy theorists and saying that, oh, some guy in his underpants thinks that they can manage a fire, I'm pretty sure it's common knowledge to know to manage a fire, maybe don't start one in the first place. And maybe don't do it on purpose? The fifth conspiracy theory is that somebody is hogging the water in California. And that would be the Resnick family, who has a large stake in the Kern Water Bank, which, by the way, can hold nearly 500 billion gallons of water. And they own 57% of the rights to that water. So of course, there was a lawsuit about this, and check this out. A recent lawsuit filed by the Center for Biological Diversity claims that the Kern Water Bank was a ripoff that benefited a few large farms in the Central Valley to the detriment of the state of California. To the detriment it was. The thing with the Resnicks and all business owners is their main priority is to protect their assets. And so this lawsuit was against Roll International Corporation, whatever that is. But the Resnicks are the owners of that. And they're also the owners of the wonderful company that hogs all of the water. And they, by the way, do control where this water flows to. So that is the reason why I believe that somehow there's a connection, because if an entire 117 million gallon reservoir is empty, and then you have this couple who owns a lot of the water rights and can decide where the water goes to, it just kind of makes you wonder, you know? But then again, there is so much conflicts of interest because it's not the wonderful company that's being sued, it's this Roll International company. And so, I mean, there's so many loopholes that these people can get around to continue to do the things that they do. And Gavin Newsom seems to have a pretty strong tie with them because they helped him so much when everybody wanted to recall Gavin Newsom and get him out of there. The Resnicks were like, no, he needs to stay. Here's a few $100,000. The sixth conspiracy theory on our list is the tunnels. Now, this person on X speculates that these fires were done on purpose to destroy these tunnels, in which are used for very horrendous things, which I don't believe I can talk about on YouTube. However, they believe that they are trying to destroy them before Mr. Donald Trump gets into office. So here it shows where the Palisades fire was, where the Getty is, where the tunnels are, where the Playboy Boy Mansion is. And there's also more talk about tunnels now because people are saying that celebrities are able to access certain tunnels so that they don't have to drive through LA traffic. I don't know. They're also saying that there's tunnels to Diddy's house. So, allegedly, Actor Bon tunnels are a secret network of underground passageways in LA. And the tunnels are used by celebrities to travel without being bothered by fans. All that I know is that tunnels are really common. And a lot of people speculate tunnels around the DIA airport as well. They also say that in LA, these tunnels have Starbucks locations inside, and the celebrities apparently don't have to pay for drinks. And some of the comments I was seeing is, we need to find out who these Starbucks employees are. But you wouldn't think it would just be like any random Starbucks employee. It has to be somebody in, or like they know, or they wouldn't share information, right? The seventh and final conspiracy theory is that they have found tunnels inside of this horrendous man's house. And we also have one girl sharing this message, which is just insane. Listen to what she had to say.
Make fires too. Explosions make accidental fires too, and then oops, we don't know how that happened, and then you look into it and you see that it's tied to something that's tied to something that's tied to something that's tied to trafficking.
Yeah, so it just gets deeper and darker the more you look into this. Please triple, quadruple check that you are subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye!